What's up, guys? Xtreme here, and welcome to me interviewing Sean from the Fallen Saints. So, Sean, could you tell me a little bit about the Fallen Saints?
Yeah, the Fallen Saints is a duos between me and my friend Woolsters. We've been friends 9 years, and our main combining mutual interest is gaming, right? So we've always said to each other on YouTube, but someone's always stopped us. Like we're worried about what our friends think at school. I don't know, maybe like we didn't have a very good internet connection, you know, them sort of things.
Yeah.
And then it got to Christmas 2017 for what must be like the 100th time. Hey, Sean, why don't we do a YouTube channel? Like, I'm 21 now. Who cares what people think? Like, if one of my friends is going to put someone and try and mock me, like, why do I need to care? So we just went ahead and did it. It was literally something, it's been a pipe dream for so long. And then we decided to do it. We just basically jotted down a few ideas, and it was me that came up with the name. And it just went from there, really. We've been going a good month now. I want to say, like, we'll say a month and a week, just so, because I don't know the exact dates, I'm afraid. But yeah, so I want to say we're on 180 subs and 1,400 Twitter followers. But the Twitter followers, they fluctuate a lot, which really annoys me because a lot of people are unsubbing from us because they want free subs and free follows, which is a little bit irritating.
Oh, yeah.
My first ever YouTube channel, Connor's had his own one when he was a little bit younger, say like, let's say 5 years ago. Woolsters HD it's called. Sadly, he removed all the videos. I'd say about 50 subs, and he was just doing pure FIFA videos because FIFA's like his main passion, football in general, really. So he's kind of got that experience that I don't have. He kind of knew like them first little steps that you had to take. So the fact we need a logo, we need a banner, we need an intro. Of inside knowledge, but not a lot compared to some other people.
Oh, I'm sure it helped.
It also helped that a few of our friends, mostly Connor's friends, but you know, acquaintances of mine, they've also had a few channels. There's one guy, Pacey McPete. I went to school with him. He's currently on, I want to say 110 or so, 120 maybe, him as well. So we've noticed that us small streamers, small YouTubers, there's a really tight community here, which I wasn't really expecting. So I first of all, I used friends that I knew. But we've already gained friends from all over the world. So we've got one guy called Commander Lies, who I'm pretty sure is also from England. We've got O'Donovan Entertainment, who's from Ireland. We've got Call Me Andrew, who's from Cyprus. And we've got Looney Solar Fox, who's from Germany. So that's quite, that's quite global. And there's obviously one or two more. I think there's one called Oscar, and I'd like to say he's from Poland. And then there's others that haven't really made their country clear to us. Okay. So yeah, we're going quite global, and you know, for such a small number, I wasn't expecting such a wide range of people's nationalities, really.
You've been interested in making YouTube videos for a while and just got started. What first brought the interest on?
What first brought the interest on? I think part of mine and Connor's friendship, Connor Woolsters, it's the same person, by the way. Woolsters is like his gaming name, you know, like gaming tag, whatever you call it these days. Really struggle to remember to call him that because he's always been my friend Connor. We've always had like a friendship where it was based, like I said, around games, but a part of that was also a friendship based around, like most people, sharing YouTube videos we found funny. And one of the first things that he showed me, other than like the random YouTube videos that are just hilarious, was KSI. That's kind of where it started from, watching people like KSI. We watched KSI when we was quite younger, and he wasn't big like he was now. He was getting big. So like we was part of it. We was watching during the YouTube boom. So I was watching people like KSI, Cal Frazee, stuff like that. Mostly FIFA people, because like I said, that's what Connor's into. And I've also found a few of my own that I've started to get into as well. And, like, we looked at these people and we thought like, these are ordinary people. Like PewDiePie used to be an ordinary guy, right? He didn't used to be always a YouTuber. So if they can't do it, why can't we? We'd always think, but yeah, they're there in London, so they've got more friends than us, or they've got faster internet than us, or whatever. And we'd always try and downplay ourselves. But then this year, like, I think it's now we're older, and it's a matter of maturity, and we've got kind of a bit more. Well, it really doesn't matter if we get any trolls and stuff, because we have had one or two. I think now it's a different mindset we've got now. Now we're a bit older. Yeah, kind of annoyed with myself because it was always me. It was always Connor that would ask me to do the YouTube channel, and it would always be me that would turn around and say no. Because he already had one, so he wanted me to join his one or join a collab one like we have now. And I'm just really annoyed. Like, just imagine if we did it 3 or 4 years ago. If we're on 200 in a month, how many followers and subscribers we could have had by now, and it really does wind me up. Like, we might have even got a partnership by now. I don't know. Anything could have happened, right? We'll never know. So basically, I want to get across to anyone. If anyone's ever thinking about not just YouTube but anything, if you're thinking about doing it and you think it's a good idea but you're doubting yourself, do it. Like if you've got the idea, then that idea must come from somewhere. It must come from some sort of passion, some goal that maybe you don't even know you have. And I'd say just go for it. Like there's so many things in my life that I wish I had done and I'd talked myself out of. And now I just realize that just do it. Like, who cares if anyone criticizes you? That's just a part of growing and maturing as an adult.
Is there anything else that you would like to share with your subscribers other than, maybe just going out there and following your dreams?
I think the other one's diversity. I think that's a major thing in terms of games you're playing. I think at the beginning, if you try and like, some people want to just do a niche market, right, of just playing a certain game, which is fine. Like if you just want to make a Sims channel where you just play Sims 4, or if you just want to play FIFA. But for us, we didn't want to do that. We wanted diversity. So we didn't want to just be seen as like just doing Football Manager, just doing FIFA, because then I think you force yourself into a narrow market, which is good because it means you're going to find people that maybe other YouTubers aren't finding, but it's bad as well because it means you're not getting that general appeal. They don't necessarily have to be the newest games. I get it. Not everyone's got enough money to buy the newest games. So I'd say that you just want to play whatever games you've got, whatever games you think you're good at, even if they're old. Like Fallout 4 is quite new, but then again, we're playing Skyrim, which is, I want to say 2010, 2011. So if you've got anything, just play anything and there'll be a market for it. There'll be a market. Even Skyrim's maybe a bad example. That game's very big already.
Yeah.
Minecraft is, again, another big example. But even the niche games, maybe even like, I'm trying to think of a niche game now. Saints Row, maybe. I'd say Saints Row is nowhere near as big as GTA and whatnot. So even Saints Row, probably not a game most people are familiar with when it comes to watching YouTube videos on. But if you've got it and you think it's good, then just play it because there will be someone out there that will love it. For any game, why would the game wouldn't sell, right? Why would the game sell if no one plays it? So if you've got any game that you think, oh, I think someone's going to like this, just do it. See what happens. What's the worst that can happen? What's the worst that can happen? No one's going to watch. You haven't lost anything. Maybe you've lost a few hours of your life, but any real personal sacrifice. So I'd say if you've got something you think people are going to be interested in, if you're interested in it, then you can sure as hell guarantee someone else is going to do it. So yeah, just do it.
That's a good philosophy to take, and I see, looking at your videos, that y'all have a wide range of games that you're playing. GTA 5, Sims 4. I see a Minecraft video in there. Fortnite.
Some of them, I'll be honest, we've played more than others, right? So some games I think we do need to go back to. We're not finished with, say, Minecraft. It's a matter of Minecraft videos for us take a lot longer than, say, a GTA video. GTA, you can hop on it and you can play it, right? Like, that's all you have to do. Just hop on it, you do a mission, you record it, you're done. It's a little bit different. Minecraft, if you want to do a creative build, like the video you're talking about, it's a creative build where I've made a fun house and me and kind of play it and we die and whatnot, because you've got to plan the world. You've got to obviously build the world. You've got to test the world to make sure it all works. You know what I mean? And that takes a lot more of our personal time. That's why some of our videos we've done 1 or 2 on. Like Overwatch, sadly, I've only got 3 episodes on my Overwatch video, and that's for a reason that I shouldn't really say because it makes me look bad. I was doing a road to Platinum, which is like a rank. So I wanted to get to Platinum. I've always been on Gold. And just as I started the season, I ranked at the beginning of the season, and I ranked in Silver. So obviously now I've not only got to get to Gold, but I've got to get from Gold to Platinum. So now I don't really want to put it on YouTube because I want to get myself back into Gold in my own time to be able to continue the series. Otherwise, the series is going to be even longer, right? Because I've not only got to get to Platinum, I've got to get to Gold to get to Platinum.
Right.
So that's why some of our series is. And the other reason is just pure interest. Like Fortnite is so big right now. We're loving Fortnite. I'm pretty sure it's the most popular sort of game on YouTube at the minute. So there's no reason why we shouldn't keep playing that game.
And you've certainly got the freedom to choose which games you're playing.
Most recently, Connor's decided to do a new series called Let's Play Free Games on the PS4. And I think that's a brilliant one because that just like I just said, like you don't have to have a lot of money to enjoy gaming. So that allows him, like he's doing it's Hawking. I won't say Titanfall, but it's not. It's Hawking, which he reckons is like Titanfall. So even if you don't have much money, as long as you've got some sort of console, be it a PC, a Nintendo, whatever, an Xbox, there's always going to be some free games. So you don't need to be buying the brand new games. Like last game I bought myself, I think it was Sims 4. So Sims 4 wasn't that much money, but our games now cost 50 to 60 quid. So we've tried to do it where we play games that are a little bit older, because we don't want us to be going into that hype where we're just buying brand new games. Because one, we can't afford it, and two, we do want to kind of stick to our philosophy. As when we was kids, we'd go down to the local shopping center, and we'd be buying the cheap, nasty games that are like £2-3, and no one else would be playing them because them games were dead at that point. But that's all we could afford, so we had to play them.
Yep.
Now, I know. We've got some massive games like Overwatch, Sims, but Connor's trying to bring in some indie games. We're trying to support indie developers. You might have seen on our channel there is an indie game somewhere on there called Power Grid. They reached out to us. Sadly, I can't remember the name of the studio off the top of my head. They reached out to us. They shipped us 2 free copies. Play it, so that's pretty cool. We've had another 2 studios do that as well. So I'm not going to say anything about them yet because we're still making the videos. So
wow,
for whenever we get around to it,
that's really cool.
One of them, I personally reached out to and I said, "Hey, we've done a video for this other guy that has an indie studio." But the other 2, the one that's on our channel, Power Grid, which I've just found out is made by We Free Studios. They reached out to us originally. That was the first one, Power Grid, which I'm not going to say the name of because we haven't done the video yet. They reached out to us in a matter of days after. And then I said to Connor, like, "Oh, I think we need some new videos for the channel." And he said the same. Why not find a game that's cheap, something that we probably would have played as a kid anyway, mainly because of the price point. And it's kind of a 2-way relationship. They hopefully get 1 or 2 more people buying their game, and we get to play a brand new game that's, well, brand new to us, free, luckily, because we're quite privileged in getting free copies. And it also means we get to show some support. So I think that's what YouTube's all about, like helping each other, supporting each other, and all about mutual cooperation, right?
Yeah. Where else other than YouTube can people find you?
We do have a Twitter account. Connor set up the Twitter account literally the same day as we made the YouTube account, and it's blew up probably bigger than our actual YouTube account, which I guess is easily explained by the fact that it's a lot easier to click a follow button on Twitter than it is to do that extra little bit of effort, which is to click our link on Twitter and then follow through by subscribing. On Twitter at Fallen Saints 11. At the time of recording, we've got about 1,400 Twitter followers. But as I said earlier, that does annoy me because it constantly goes up and down. And the other big place to find us would be our website. So it's https thefallensaints01.wixsite.com/my site. I know that URL is like a massive one. I don't even remember off the top of my head. But if you go on either our YouTube, you'll find it in the bio section, or if you go on our Twitter, you'll also find a few links in our posts. And that's our own personal website. So it's got a homepage where we've got our intro video off YouTube on there. Our personal friends on the side on cool channels. So hopefully the more people we meet, the more we interact with our following. Maybe some of you guys will even get on there. Then I've done a project section. On the left, you would find current projects. So things like my Sims 4 series, Connor's Football Manager series, which is the first ever series we ever started. And then on the right of the same page, you'll find upcoming projects. So Payday 2. So we've already started Payday 2, so that's not really an upcoming one anymore. Minecraft, because I would like us to do more Minecraft. Life, which is a Japanese game that people might have heard of. It's all about making choices. You play as a school kid. I don't know too much about it. I'm not massive on Japanese games, but it is something I'm hoping to diversify. But at the minute, I'm not buying it because it's like 50 quid in price. And like I said, I'm not willing to buy games, so I'll wait for that to drop. And also, there's my Fallout loot crate, which will be coming soon. I did say to everyone I would buy it for 100 subs. So as soon as that comes at the somewhere in this month, I'll be opening it. So a little bit about me, a bit about Connor, a contact form, and then the most interesting bits on our website, I would say, is the new additions I've only just added recently. So you can also find an article section, articles personally on games I play. So LA Noir's the only one on there at the minute, as well as platinum trophies. So I've done an article about why I like to get platinums. I've got 25 platinums at the minute on the PS4, and that's kind of mainly why I game, is to get platinums. Obviously, it's to have fun, but my way of having fun is to be a completionist and try and complete games. So that's articles. We are looking for more people to write articles for us. Ask yourself if you'd like to do it for us, but if anyone else wants to write any articles on anything they think is going to be interesting to our sort of geeky, nerdy audience, up on YouTube, hit us up on Twitter, however you want to contact us, and hopefully we'll make something work. And then the final thing we've added recently on our website would be the Saints Network. It literally just dropped today, and it's all about having a network of people. And this all started basically, 2 YouTubers asked me if they could be part of our channel. So I went back to Connor and I said, look, such and such wants to join our channel. And then a few days later, I said the same about another guy that popped up after. And me and Connor both agreed we don't think it's a good idea letting too many people on our channel, because 2 people's quite a lot. We already have to, everything we do, we have to have a 50-50 decision on, right?
Right.
3 or 4 people, now any decision we make now takes 3 or 4 times the effort to get everyone. We have to talk everyone around. It's like being in a boy band. It obviously takes a lot more negotiation and diplomacy than going solo, right? So we said, oh, sadly, one, they didn't live local to us, so it was hard for us to get together and do collabs well enough, because we'd only just been doing a channel a month. And 3, like I just said, there was a diplomacy issue. And it's really been bothering me why I said no to these guys. So I suggested to Connor, what if we set up a network? He was really up for it. If you go on our website, you'll see the Saints Network is now on there. So I've done a little bit of a bio section of why we're doing it. And then there's an application form. So if any of you guys want to fill the application form out, me and Connor try and get back to you via email as soon as possible. And hopefully we can make it grow. Currently, it's got 2 members, which are the same 2 people that tried to join us originally. But hopefully we can get up to maybe 10 members, 20 members, 30 members, who knows?
Is it an exclusive network, or can your members be part of other networks?
Actually, something I've already considered. I mean, personally, we're already part of another network, but we haven't really given it our all like we should have done. We're part of the British Nerd Network. Again, they reached out to us and asked us, do we want to join? Our network was, because like I said, I knew a little bit about YouTube, but only as a viewer. I didn't really know like it from the creator aspect. So I didn't really know what network did. So I went and signed up, and we gained about 10 subs from it. So we're already part of another network. So I think it'd be wrong for me to say that no, you can't be part of another network. So at the minute, as things stands, I would say, yeah, you can be part of any other network. What I don't want to say is, please don't just do what we did to British Nerd Network and just sign up for the sake of it. I do think I need to put more effort in with British Nerd Network. Now I know what it's about. I end up thinking, I don't even know what this thing is, but yeah, it sounds good. Let's do it. So yeah, I'm just going to say, if you want to sign up, just make sure it's something you can commit like an hour or 2 of your week to helping other members. That's all I'd ask.
What are you looking forward to most with your channel?
It's probably making new friends, because at the minute, like I already have some friends that I play pure gaming with, but I think it's always nice to meet new people that have maybe, I'd say it's nicer to meet people with different interests rather than the same, because when I find people with the same interests, it's just like seeing myself in the mirror. Like if we both love Fallout, for example, I'm not gonna learn any new games, am I? Because I'm just gonna keep playing Fallout with them, single player, but that's beside the point. So I think it's nice to find people that are on our channel that like our content, but also like other things, because they can say, hey, why don't you play, I don't know, Destiny 2? And we can be like, oh, we don't like Destiny 2, but we'll give it a go. And then therefore we've now gained a new video that we never would have done personally, because we never would have thought of it. So I'd say, yeah, it's finding new, diverse, unique people. I think is the thing I most look forward to. People that all like me. I mean, as much as I love people like me, it would be nice to see more people with different interests, with different ideas for where our channel can head. Because we do listen to feedback. With us being so small at the minute, it's relatively easy for us to find every single query. So we have done some videos that we normally wouldn't do just because of people asking.
That covers everything that I had stepping into the interview. Is there anything you'd like to say?
All I could say is as a massive thank you, because I look at our thing near enough every day. I sit there and I look at our channel every day to tweak it however I can. And when I made this channel with Connor, well, neither of us, thought we would ever hit near enough 200 subs in just over a month. I thought pretty strongly, because obviously all our friends and family that we tell would sub. So I was thinking maybe 20 subs off the bat from, just hitting that link out to everyone by text messages and Facebook and what have you. Probably stay. I thought, oh yeah, we'll probably get to 20, 30. And then it will go stagnant. We'll keep going. But to get to where we are so quickly, we've actually managed to overtake some of our friends that have been in the game like months, some of them even years. What surprised me the most, really, is the speed of how we've risen. So, I mean, if this keeps up, I don't even know where we could head. I don't know if you noticed it, but in the graphics and stuff that we've made,
yes,
there is like an overall unifying image of the Fallen Saints. And I was just going to talk about where that came from. But
yes, please do, actually.
I'd love to say that there's some huge philosophy that's really awesome that's going to explain it all. But there's not. But there is a reason for it. Basically, I really like a clothing company called Religion, and it all is around religious-looking clothing. So I don't know, so maybe it's got a picture of like the Last Supper on it or something. And I just really like the idea of mythology, symbolism, religion. Even though I'm not religious myself, and I think I can say that Connor's not as either, I did really like the idea of the saints. Kind of sounds too much like Saints Row, so I stuck with Fallen in there. And from that name, I literally did a mind map, which I think these are awesome. A mind map of brainstorming awesome things. So I thought the crucifixion, the religious cross, could be maybe our symbol. Angel wings, because saints, angels,
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, Connor, mate, I'm really struggling with a banner for us because we had just a really rubbish banner. It literally said our name, Twitter, and we stuck it on YouTube because it just did the job, right? It was like exactly what it said on the tin. It was nothing special. And I said, "Oh, Connor, I mean, you need to help me, man. I really, really can't find anything for this banner of ours. Me, and I'll see what I can do." So I left it with him, and I want to say less than 24 hours later, he came back to me and said, "Sean, I found the perfect thing." He's like, it's a knight, so a crusader, a knight with angel wings, with a halo, with a sword. And I saw it, and I was like, that looks freaking badass. Like it's like straight out of an RPG game, but it fits us so perfectly. And the best thing about it was copyright free, so we have no qualms of being able to use it.
Nice.
So then I added my own little twist in there. I said, let's do the scrolling sort of font, sort of old age appeal. Now to do the logo of the angel wings, which I'm not too happy with. So if any of you guys are awesome at making logos, again, please hit us up because I think the logo sadly doesn't do the banner any justice in comparison, I don't think. And from there with the website, so I stuck with the cross pendant, which drops through every single one of our slides. We've got the angel, which is praying. There's one of our breakup pictures, just to break it up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Other little things like that. So I don't know if everyone notices, but sometimes it depends how I feel. Sometimes when I write the fallen saints, especially on the website, instead of a T on the word saints, I'll use the actual cross. Okay, and it's really sad, but I think that's like the most cleverest thing ever. I thought of it, and I was like, oh my god, no one's going to notice it, and if someone does, it's like a little Easter egg. All platforms accept the cross because obviously it's like a Wingdings font off Microsoft Word that I've just copied and pasted.
Mm-hmm.
But YouTube didn't let us have it in our name because obviously you can only use certain characters, and the same with Twitter.
Right.
Little Easter eggs in there. But nothing major.
That's
So hopefully the
nice.
more the channel grows, the more I'll be able to think of other little cool things I can slip in that maybe not everyone will notice.
Well, thanks for that little tidbit.
Oh, that's another tip really. Try and have an overall put loads of thought into it. Like I'm not expecting people. Obviously not everyone's a professional graphic designer. Me especially. So I'm really don't. I'm not saying I think you should take a course on it or spend a whole week doing it. But yeah, I just say like try and get an overarching image. So if you're really into Star Wars, then maybe have like a banner that's got stars on it and planets. Don't obviously take Star Wars because it probably would be copyright. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can think of something.